Alright, hello everybody. Here we are with another classic Nod 222 deck. This deck is like almost exactly what used to be played back in the day. This was like one of the original Nod aggro decks. This deck had more, it had Banshee for air to air though. Like now we have Shade because Banshee's kind of terrible, which I respect, but only Laser and Bike as your anti-air is pretty sketchy. Nod really needs this unit to not suck. Like, it's so annoying that Nod doesn't have a decent air-to-air unit. Like, we will say a Phantom, but like, it's annoying they haven't got like a decent multi-role air unit like the Talon. Of course, you know, Banshee being OP isn't great either, because then if you have OP Banshee with Venom, it's absolutely disgusting. But yeah, like, Nod, I don't know how you fix this thing, because if it's good versus vehicles, then it's too strong. If it's bad versus vehicles, it's kind of useless. You have to, like, make it a Talon, basically. Just make it anti-infantry, and then it's like you got the Venom as well, so what's the point? Anyway, enough musings about that. Let's play some Nod 222 with Shade and Venom. This is also, like, one unit different from the Pathlogon deck. The Pathlogon deck has Stealth Tank instead of Scorpion Tank. So the Pathlogon deck has better anti-air, but slightly worse anti-vehicle. Personally, I think the Pathlogon deck makes a little bit more sense, because the Shade is a great anti-vehicle unit. It does leave you a little weak to Pit Bulls to play the Shade instead of the Scorpion, but I think it's better to be like a little bit weak to tank than it is to be a little bit weak to air, because there's just a lot more air than there is tanks. Anyway, we shall begin, and we'll see how things go. Right, game number 1. We have Rifle Laser, so we can go Harvester first pretty safely. Classic Rifle Mirror at the start here. Interesting Harvester position there from Mad Clotsy. Don't see the Harv up top very often. The reason I don't like Harv up top is the same reason I don't like Harv in default position on, what's it called? Tug of War? No, not Tug of War. What's the map called? There's a map where... Free Lanes, it's called Free Lanes. On Free Lanes, if you win the fight in the middle, then you can very easily attack the default Harvester position. From that, like, a position of strength. I think the same is true on this map. If you win the fight in the middle, you can then attack this Harvester very easily. Whereas, you know, Seth, because we're a little bit pop captain, yeah, here comes a Razorback. Oh, this is not good. I need some bikes as well, it looks like. Should be Razorback. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, if you win, you can then attack into... If you win the middle, you can attack their Harvester from a position of strength. Whereas, like, back here, this is far away. It's very difficult to get to there in a reasonable time frame, even after winning the middle. Because that's not winning, like, that's winning the back pad to get there, which is a totally different thing to winning the middle. Alright, we got the missile. Pretty difficult one there. The Seth, I think, bought us a lot of time. Also, winning the Rifle Mirror by so much put us in a position to win that one. We do have Venom and Shade, so obviously we're going to switch into Venom because we don't want to fight Razorback with infantry. So we'll switch into Venoms to fight that. Pit Bulls, that's fine. Man, that, we did not get much done with those Venoms. Still a bunch of missiles on the way. But as I was saying, like, look at this Harvester, it's just randomly next to where I'm fighting. Because it's just so close to the default, like, where I'm fighting position in the middle, and there's a random Harvester here. So we're going to get the tank to take care of the Pit Bulls. And again, also we just get to pick off this Harvester kind of for free, so that's kind of nice. And then we're going to Drill Pod down here. It looks like the Drill Pod is going to be way too slow. Yeah, I messed that one up. I should have got moving a little bit sooner, and that would have been okay. Like, as you can see, I actually have good control now everywhere, but it was a little bit too late, so I should have done that a little bit sooner. Still really just fighting the Razorback missile combo. But now he can't beat us with Pit Bulls. Like, before he can make Pit Bulls to beat the Venom, but now we have the tank, that doesn't work. So tank Venom is going to be our combo going forwards. And as long as we don't just like get pop capped, well, this should be fine. Like tank Venom should beat him as long as we don't just end up pop capped at the end of the missile. You can see how like we're pretty clearly ahead most of the time. We just need to not like lose our Venoms right at the end of the missile. Got the drill pod as well, so we really should be fine here. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We got loads of stuff. So basically his combo doesn't really work against Venom and Tank because he's heavily reliant on the missile Razorback. That's his whole real game plan. So once you can beat that, you're fine. And also his Harvester was in that weird spot, and I ended up killing it because it was there. So just saying, I wouldn't have killed it if it had been bottom left. Okay, so we're against Surpus, who plays Inferno. This deck only has laser and bike that shoots up, so it's real bad against Inferno. We also he has Phantom, we don't have Phantom. So if Phantom plus Inferno will beat our entire deck. No wait, he doesn't have Phantom, he has Stealth Tank. Okay, so we're not like completely dead. But yeah, Inferno is a bad matchup for us, and he's playing Inferno Chuggy. So this is definitely going to be rough. Interesting that he's not making another rifleman. I'm going to push in. Right, there it is. He's definitely going to make Chuggy first missile. I don't really know what my response to it is. Maybe Shade. The thing is, he'll make the Chuggy and then he'll immediately follow it up with lasers, because that's what you do when you make a Chuggy. So I could go bikes. I could go like preemptive bikes, but I think I'm going to go for the Shade. Not sure this is correct though. That's what I'm going to do. Still waiting on that Chuggy surface. Sometimes he goes like Inferno first missile. It's not completely impossible that he'll do that. There it is. No surprises there. We get the Shade in. We'll drop it down here. Why did my Shade retarget? You guys see that? My Shade like started shooting the Chuggy and then just changed target to the laser for no reason. That's potentially going to cost me the missile. That was very weird. I've not seen that before. I don't really understand why it did that. I couldn't see, like, it's not like I retargeted or anything, it just chose to change target. Very unusual situation there. Alright, well, air is good versus Nod, so we're going to get first missile, it looks like. That was really weird. I don't know what happened there. I literally started shooting at the... Like, my unit started shooting at the Chuggy and then just changed target with no direction. It was complete nonsense. Almost cost me the missile. The Seth was pretty instrumental for me there as well. I'm gonna trade my Shade off here. Probably. No, this is surprising. Need to get rid of this Chuggy. I get Scorpion since he has the chugs. A lot of lasers. I guess it's time to drill pod. No, laser! Oh, Venom even. There we go. Alright, we should actually be able to win here. Oh, there's the Inferno. It's not going to be able to kill my, my Venom though. So we should be okay here. Very decent. Alright, very nice. So because he didn't get the Inferno out, if this game carries on, we're in a lot of trouble. Because killing Infernos with this deck is like almost impossible. But luckily the Inferno was late. Good thing that we got surface again, which is not great for us. He knows that we're weak to Inferno now as well. Given how the last game went, he knows all of our units, so he's going to try and get Inferno sooner this time, I imagine. I think we're going to really struggle in the late game against Inferno.
What's needed? Militia here. Nod will prevent. Let's go. Destroy that. We're ready to serve. Militia, what's needed? We're ready to serve. What's 4K? This brothers for militia here. For the brother if we kill the unbeliever. Bring them to their knees.
Pretty happy to stall, which I'm not very happy about.
Let's go.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this map favors stalling so heavily. It's so easy to just force all your units onto one pad over and over. I need to not take a full volley there. Oh, if I lose the Venom here, that's really bad. Or I'm just getting wrecked this game. It's so easy for him to just sit on this one pad and play defense, and defense is so much stronger than offense. And he can just sit there and wait for Infernos, and then he'll win. So this map is just massively unfavored for me. Kind of surprised I'm losing a 2v2 with Venoms against lasers. Yeah, I can't beat the Infernos. This game is going to end once he starts getting Infernos out. Definitely a very bad map for me to get. My deck is also like, it's a Seth deck with a lot of fast units. Like I don't want a 2-pad map, I want a 3-pad map where everything's split up. Yeah, that's game over. We're never beating Infernos.
Unit offline. Mission failed. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
So, Solomon? Every deck's weak to something. I actually don't think that's true, LordDiablo. I think the best decks are the ones that don't have, like, a critical weakness. Like, every deck will have some, like, poor matchups, but most high-quality decks don't have, like, a thing they just auto-lose to. Like, that's the problem with GDI at the moment, is it's really difficult to make a GDI deck that doesn't have auto-loss. Because, like, either Giga, Chuggy, or Inferno, one of those things is going to beat you up when you play GDI. But as Nod, you can definitely make a deck that doesn't have any, just like, this is a thing I lose to. You can have things that you're weak to, but just, like, being that weak is, yeah, it's something that the high-quality decks tend to avoid. What's up, coach? I guess we'll go into Venom here. We'll just let this bite get hit by the Orca. Oh, it doesn't even kill it, jeez. What a non-game. It's actually bad for me that it doesn't kill the bite, because they're just sitting there with one-man bite. Like, it'd be better for me if he finished the bite with the Orca. I mean, we win first missile, but with a +2 level advantage, it's not really surprising. I think I saw a second harvester there. We want to be very aggressive and try and end the game. Yeah, there's 2 harvesters. Alright, so we just want to end the game as quickly as possible. Even Drill Pod as well. Really put the pressure on, make sure there's no stalling. It's back here. So give them the talons. Yeah, I mean that Wolverine's way too late. Maybe if he had an iron cannon as well, but I don't think he can possibly afford that.
Nuclear weapon launched. Unit offline. You are victorious. Establishing battlefield control.
Oh, Surface again. Alright, well, free pad map this time. We're gonna have to be very aggressive. I need to end this game as quickly as possible because I can't win once he starts getting Infernos out. Problem is, in a rifle mirror opening, there's no way to actually make the game go. There's no way to charge in a rifle mirror opening. Because both players will just keep putting rifles on the middle path. We have defense at the moment. Alright, this is how we charge. We just chill here. He's gonna have to tech switch now. We'll go third rifle. Looks like he's gonna tech switch. Yeah, not a lot I can do about this chuggy. I want to go shade like I did the first time we played. Got some damage on it. It's such a beating to play against chuggy, man. That unit's so strong. Alright, so we're gonna get first missile because air is good versus Nod. Feels amazing. We need to just win this game like as quickly as possible. The longer this game goes on, much worse it gets for us. Because once he starts getting Infernos out, we're just done for. Deck is definitely want to get my Scorpion out so I can start contesting the chuggy and the pikes. So difficult to beat chuggy laser with this. Get the Scorpion out helps us with the pikes, which lets us use the venoms. He'll be charging. He's gonna be going Inferno now that I have a tank. I just suicided that chuggy, that's nice. I'll take a free chuggy kill. Drill pod now, keep it really aggressive, go after this chuggy. Nice, chuggy down. It's actually looking pretty good at the moment. Alright, I think we're gonna get him. Like I was saying, the free pad map we have Seth, like it's so much better for us playing on this free pad map. A 2-pad map where he can just stall and get to Infernos, super difficult. But a 3-pad map where we can charge and utilize our advantage of having Nod air against Nod, that's how we get him. So really, this matchup feels like this matchup's coming down to map really more than anything. Because yeah, he's got the late game, but if I have the early game with the Venom and Shade. Alright, so we want to be aggressive. I'm gonna go rifle first.
Harvester ready. Unit ready.
I think he's trying to push me off of the pad here. So I'm gonna win this rifle war because he moved into me. He might just be trying to move the rifle war so that it's on the pads, so that it's a stall. I don't know what it looks like he's doing. Yeah, he's just trying to stall. So we're gonna see a chuggy soon. There it is. We're going to go Shade again. Shade is gonna be a little slow here. Ah! Oh, damn it. Super annoying. Alright, we're in trouble here. This Shade needs to go and kill this chuggy. Nope. Venom didn't kill laser in time either. Now that we've lost first missile, I think our chances of winning are like close to nil. Because we're definitely going to have to fight Venoms now, Infernos now. There's no way this game doesn't make it to Infernos, and I don't think we can really win once it does. So yeah, we're very, very unfavored now. This is very bad. It's definitely a really bad matchup for us. Because also the Chuggy has Raider, so it's just way stronger. Like, it's just a way stronger unit than anything in our deck. Flying is next best thing after Raider, but it's not as good as Raider. Wow, our Venom got absolutely pooped on. Just making so many lasers, man. Lasers are so good. What's up with this boosted militant? That's weird. I wonder if that was supposed to be a laser. Man, it is really difficult to ever beat Chuggy. That unit is obnoxious. Okay, we got a missile. We got a missile, the team. Now we need tank for the bikes. Chuggy laser is so OP! So many decks are just Chuggy laser decks at the moment. This is why, like, you can see how obnoxious it is. Get a fresh tank and some more Venoms. I don't get rid of this Chuggy. Fine, got rid of it. Now I'm out of money for my tank. There's Venom up there. Tank might take control. Oh, here comes the Inferno. Here comes the Infernos. 5 times if he gets on the pad. Ah, I mean, I might just lost. Come on. No, that's it. That's game over. Ah, it was a close one, but once the Infernos are out, I'm done. That's it. Like, this deck is also lose to Inferno. Yeah, I should have gone rifle first on this map, because if your opponent goes rifle first and gets in the middle, then you just have to switch. You just have to tech switch. So on this map, you should definitely always go rifle first and get in the middle. Sometimes I even think it's correct to go 2 rifles before Harvester, because if you control the middle, then your opponent has to tech switch. There's no like fancy footwork you can do. You just straight up control this choke point. That's it. You get to dictate the entire terms of the game. I'm moving the Harvester up here so I can get it on the pad. I mean, like, look, he's just throwing rifles into the choke point, which is just not gonna work. It's obviously just a massive failure. And there it is, he has to tech switch first, so now we can go Shade against his Buggy. Shade is such an expensive switch, like, having to go Shade against Buggy and Chuggy has been really bad. I guess you have Tank, I could just go Tank. Yeah, okay, this is kind of on me, I guess. I didn't have to go Shade, I probably could have... Like, I was going Shade against Surface as well, I probably could just go Tank. That might actually just be better. Alright, so he's got some lasers going up there for whatever reason. Gonna pull the Harvester for this missile. Yeah, send it back. On this map, the extra unit, having the Harvester, like, this is the map I pull Harvester on the most often. Because the extra unit, when you're literally putting everything you have into fighting the middle, is such a big deal. Yeah, looks like he wants to try and get my half. Shade. I'd really like to go Tank here. I think I should have just gone Tank instead of Shade, but it's too late now. Now I'm too deep down the rabbit hole and can't afford a tank. Let's start making bikes at least. Oh my god. What are you doing, Nod, when you're not sure what to do next? You make bikes. The classic Nod play when you are unsure what you're supposed to be doing. Just make a fuckload of bikes. I don't know if that Venom is going to kill in time. It looks like it might not. Nope, not quite. That's annoying.
Major structural damage received.
They're pretty far ahead on units though, so we can go and get his harvester.
Unit ready.
We're gonna get our harvester as well. The classic harvester trade. Now, do I want a new half? I actually don't know. It's an interesting question. I think I don't. I think I might have enough money for the rest of the game. Yeah, I think I have enough money for the rest of the game here. So the pop cap is better than the half. Yep. Alright, cool. Got my militants. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Alright, this is a mutant chuggy player. So probably gonna go for the tank. Well, actually, this mutant. I feel like I need the venom is the problem. Like I don't really want to go. I want to go tank rather than shade, but I really want venoms rather than just rifles. Because like just having rifles is really bad against like laser chuggy. If it was flamers, I'd be alright with it. Like flamer tank, that can beat mutant chuggy, but or laser chuggy. But rifle just doesn't cut it. You need the venoms. So it's kind of an awkward situation. I'm actually already losing this fight as well. If I'm losing the rifle fight, I might have to go air. He might blink first and go chuggy. Jeez. Obelisk? Obelisk seems pretty wild. Yeah, rifle mirror. If he'd retargeted the drill pod and killed it, that would have been an absolute beating. Alright, let's get tank, I guess. Where's he trying to go? What's the long-term goal here? There's the chuggy. We've already got a tank though. We can immediately switch into venoms. Got a tank. Why is the venom not beating the mutant? Oh, venom. Oh, these tanks are doing a lot of work. Very decent.
Mission accomplished. Field control.
Alright, let's surface again. We'll try going tank instead of shade, but I feel reasonably confident that rifle tank does not beat chuggy laser. Because you cannot kill, you need to move in and take out enough lasers that your tank can then move in and kill the chuggy. And that just won't happen. Because your rifles will die too quickly. Which means I'll need to go in Venom, and if I need to go Venom, I might as well just go on Shade against the chuggy, because I need my third building anyway. Although the Shade doesn't prevent him from moving around as much. The tank actually like can secure some amount of ground against the chuggy. Definitely don't want to be stalling as well.
Unit ready.
If this goes late, we just lose to Infernos. Like, our deck has no out to Inferno. It's a very bad deck against Inferno.
Unit offline. Building online. Unit offline.
There's the chuggy. Let's get a tank. I really don't see the tank holding up. I get a second tank, so I can have a tank on each side. Oh, he's just gone fast Inferno. Yeah, we're super dead. Our deck is just auto lose to this unit, so what are you gonna do? Our deck is so bad against Inferno, it's like actually comically bad. We moved off the tib, that's interesting. If we can like punish him now by just making expensive units and he doesn't have any income, this actually gives us a chance, I think. If we just really keep the Harvester off the pad. I don't think he should have moved off the tib, I think that was a big misplay. Because now we can really pressure him. I don't even want to kill it. Like, I actually don't want to kill the Harvester because then he can make a fresh one and send it top. Like, it is better for me that the Harvester simply sits there, not harvesting. Because now he can't make Infernos because he's broke. Oh, yes! Let's go! He should not have moved that Harvester off the Tiberium. That was a huge beating for him. Surface to switch to GDI. I'm literally just playing Surface like a million times. I have no idea what he's playing on GDI. I think he plays Razorback Titan still. I'm not 100% certain, but like Razorback Titan, Chuggy, Razorback Missile and Chuggy Laser are just like the same deck basically. So I think he just kind of plays like, you know, same gameplay, game style on both factions. Just likes them those radio units plus lasers. Alright, the little Swapsy will do the same thing. So if he goes Razorback, man, our deck is so bad against Razorback. Like, we can't even go tank, right? So we have to go bikes. I'm gonna go preemptive bikes. I'm expecting a Razorback. Yeah, there it is. He even went for the Razorback, even though he saw my bikes coming. That's... I went preemptive bikes, and he saw them coming, and he still made the Razorback. That's how little he cares. That is crazy. That is so... That's how far... He's so far ahead in this matchup, man. He's so far ahead in this matchup. Like... Trying to kill... this is like trying to kill the Inferno, except now the Inferno kills all my infantry instantly. Yeah, this deck is so bad versus air. Alright, we're gonna get first missile because we're amazing at the game. Now we got first missile because we won the rifle war, which put us in a very strong position. Like, I preemptively biked as well, so I was in a very strong position. Now we can switch into Venoms. This gives us some game because we can use Venom against the rifles. I mean missiles. Sorry, I can use Venom against the missiles. He's gonna hammerhead at some point though, and once he hammerheads, I have no idea what we do. I think we're just screwed. Because again, only have bikes for anti-air. People I actually don't mind too much because I can just make a tank. And it is super difficult to kill these Razorbacks with this deck. Get on the pad, tank. What are you doing, man? What is happening right now? Oh wow! I'm sure I told the bikes to attack the Razorback. Yeah, this is not good. It's so hard to kill a Razorback. What is up with this deck, man? Why is this deck so horrible against air? Such a colossal beating. I'm finding I'm getting very frustrated trying to play this deck. It's so difficult to beat air with this deck. He's probably gonna have a Titan soon as well. Now I'm just super dead. Orca, what the fuck? Alright, we're dead. We're dead. Was not expecting a Orca. Not that it really mattered, I mean, I was so bad versus air. This deck is so bad versus air. Oh my god. It's actually unplayable versus air. Alright, I think that's 10 games. Lord, I hope that's 10 games. I don't want to play this deck anymore. The Serp is spamming air. Alright, there it is. 10 games. This deck is just unplayable because Inferno and Razorback and all of those things are just like completely trash it. It's so horrible versus heavy air. Like, this is why all Nod decks play Phantom or Stealth Tank. Like, every single Nod deck in the game plays Phantom or Stealth Tank. Because otherwise you just lose to heavy air like that. I mean, I went 7-3. All of my losses are Serpus, to be fair. He's one of the best players in the game. And I actually went 3-2 against him. Even though I think he has the favored matchup every single time. Like, I'm so weak to Infernos. And I'm so weak to Razorback. And I still won 2 out of the 5 games. So I think I did pretty well, honestly. But I would heavily not recommend this deck. Like, there's no way I'd ever recommend this deck. Like, Laser Bike as your only anti-air is just madness. Like, complete madness. It's fully insane. Like, you just get absolutely trashed by decent air players. Especially Infernos. Like, why would you want to be just auto-lose to Inferno? That's such a feels bad. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'll see you next time.